Hey everybody, it's Ross and I'm excited about life. I'm here in Sausalito, California. No, it's almost like Sausalito. The weather is like California weather. It's almost 70 degrees in Atlanta today. Not a cloud in the sky, some fake clouds that some jets made, you know, those little crisscross things. But it's a beautiful day, have to wear shades. The sun is shining, the birds are chirping. I hope it's good wherever you are. Now, I'm sitting here. Yeah, I know. It's a triple latte, and that's what I do. Triple lattes on a bright sunny day in Atlanta, and I'm looking for an excuse to play hooky in my day. You may know the feeling. But I was thinking about a passage of scripture that really meant a lot to me, about a couple of things that mean a lot to me, and it was Acts chapter 27. If you get an opportunity, read the whole chapter. It's a fascinating chapter about the Apostle Paul and the vision and the mission that God called him on. Called him on a big mission with a lot of trials and tribulations and heartaches and distress. And he was going to go through some real difficult times in the voyage in the ship that he was about to take. But one thing that really impressed me just getting started in the chapter was the first two verses in Acts chapter 27. Oh, it's just almost too perfect of a day. But it talks about two things that are important to me, or hopefully they're more important each day, is commitment and launch. You got to launch your boat after you make a commitment. You know, in life it's that way. If God has called you to be someone or to do something that seems like it's impossible, you're still going to have to, as the first two verses say, commit. They committed to the Lord. In other words, they didn't know all the difficulties that were going to happen when they launched the ship from the dock. But they have to trust in God, know that God is faithful to bring you to the place that He has called you to be. And you have to do two things. Commit. You know, many times in life we fail to commit. We'll get back with you, Lord, or I'll get back with you. I'll get around to committing, and we never do anything. So we're either scared of failure, and so we don't do anything because we're scared to fail. And you're going to fail for sure. You're going to go through heartaches. You're going to go through storms in life. But the first thing you need to do is trust God. If He's given you an assignment to do, something to do that maybe you're not doing, the first thing you have to do in the first verse in Acts 27, it's a fascinating chapter, is commit. Are you committed? That's the question. The second thing was, after they committed to the assignment, said, in other words, yes, Lord. It's always yes, Lord. It's never no, Lord. They launched the boat. So you could commit to saying yes, God, but stay in the dock. Stay where the ship is, where it's safe. You know, it's always safe harbor to stay at the dock if you're on a ship. There's nothing that can happen to you because it's a safe refuge from the storms of life. You may have gone through a couple of storms, and maybe you're in that mode of, do I commit? Do I launch? But after you commit and say yes to God, whatever He's calling you to do, you got to cut the rope, take the rope off, and launch your boat to where God has called you to be. So you've got to commit and you got to launch. Some people commit, but they never launch the boat. They stay in the harbor where it's safe. You know, it's easy to stay around where it's safe. It's harder to commit and to launch. Hopefully this message will find you. You may need to make a commitment to something that God has called you to do, as difficult as it may sound or be. And then the second thing, as the verses of Scripture say, you need to launch the boat. Maybe today you've already committed, but you just need to let go and launch the boat. It may run into some really difficult storms out there. You may have to do some really difficult things. Read the whole chapter, but be encouraged. God pulled them through the storm and all the difficulties because He put the vision on the Apostle Paul's heart. What's your vision? Where has God told you to go? What has He told you to do? Have you committed? And have you launched? So hopefully, wow, it's going to be hard to go back to the office today, but hopefully this message will find you somewhere and find you encouraged. Look me up on Facebook. I've got a lot of videos on a lot of different subjects: faith, food, fun, fellowship, and family. You'll be glad you did. Hopefully I'll see you somewhere down the road drinking a latte in Atlanta, down in Sausalito, California, way over there, or maybe it's somewhere else. Take care. God bless.